Welcome to myprojectbazaar.com. Our project title is Diversifying Web Service Recommendation Results via Exploring Service Usage History. Let's discuss about our project abstract. Technology witnessed a tremendous growth of web services nowadays. So there is a lot of web services around the websites. So here we have to give a good quality of web service. For that, the existing system provides two types of approaches. One is the collaborative filtering approach and another one is the content-based approach. So they are providing a good quality of services using these approaches. But nowadays it is not fair because of increasing web services around the internet. So there are a lot of web services, innovative web services are introduced day by day. So we are proposing a novel-based web service recommendation approach that can be handled using these potential quality of service preferences and diversity features of user interests. So these approaches are first named by exploring the web usage history. So by using this innovative approach, we can rank the web service candidates based on their scores. Let's discuss the data flow diagram. Our process starts from here. We are getting the group of web services from a data set and store it in database. That is, we are processing those data sets and store it in database. After storing it in database, we are going to use those web services in our project. So we are retrieving the data, and now we are using this interested based approach. That is the advanced. There is a novel based web service approach, and finally we are filtering the data according to the approaches and evaluating the data and store it in databases. Now the service evaluators who is going to rank these web services is coming back and take the evaluated data from the database, and if the service is good means he will rank the services, and the top case services will be sorted and the best services will be drawn in a graph, and the remaining bird services will be separated. So this is our process. Let's start the execution process for our project. Before using the web services, a user must have some domain. So initially the user is creating a new domain by choosing some categories. There are a lot of categories. Some categories are provided for choosing domains. So we are choosing studies. For studies category there is a list of domain. So the user is selecting some domain and the extension for this domain is this one, and the user is giving their email ID, username, password and everything. So the IP address of their machine, and this domain is generated from the country name Belgium and country code is B. After completing every details, the user is registering the domain. So the domain has been created. Now the user has some login page to enter into his browser. So we know the username, that is the username is Kunalesh and his password is 123. So he is logging to his web browser. So this is the browser of the user. So here the user has to give his domain name. So when he is giving his domain name, the browser homepage will be displayed. So the user has given his domain address. Now he is selecting the go button. This is the homepage of the user browser. So initially there is no services in his browser. There is no services are integrated. He doesn't use any services. So now he is going to integrate a new web service. That is, he is going to use a new web service. So this is the list of web services we are providing, that we are taking from the dataset. We have taken from the dataset. So the user is choosing any one domain and check the services of the domain. So after choosing the web service the details of the web service will shown here. That is the web service ID, web service address and the web service name and the provider name, where it came from and the location of this web service and the categories of this web service and the visitor, viewers, copyrighted or shareable and the quality of this is important, the quality of service and overall ranking of this particular service which was chosen. So using this, by seeing this detail, the user can either use this service or exit from this page. So now the user is choosing some other web service, so we can choose some other web service. So let's see this service. This service, the quality of service is best and the overall ranking is 3 here. So now the user is deciding to use this service. So this is the service. So after using this service, the service has been integrated to the user's browser. So this is the service domain and is integrated to the browser. Now the user can rate this service by giving like this. So this is good one and submit. So the ratings will be so this is the service we have used. So the timing survey, this is the time which will show the all time country times. So this is for demo process only, but our logic is that we have integrated a new web service according to by finding the good quality of service. So here we can rate the service and submit. So we have rated the service. Now when we come to our home page, we can see this message: a new service has been integrated to our browser. We can use them from the above favorite services. So now the services we have used has been integrated to our web URL. So we can use the new services from selecting this option, use your favorite services. So now when we want to use this service again, means we couldn't need to integrate this service once again. We simply use this service by directly going to selecting the drop down. So here the services as well, because the services is already integrated to our browser. So now we are going to see how they are evaluating this services is best and this service as well, how they are ranking this service. So I already told that they are handling 2 types of methods. The first one is evaluating the historical users. Historical user means the services which was used by many users will be ranked to the topmost. So they are evaluating using this formula. So this is I'm selecting this echo service, and this is the web service ID, address and user service name, and it will show the user history. Now the service evaluator simply evaluate this services. The ratings of this evaluation is 1 and the final score is 50. So they will score the evaluating historical score for this echo services is 50. Now the second type of evaluation is evaluating the potential users. Potential users is nothing but the user who is rating the particular service. So we already seen we have rated this service, echo service, we have given some ratings, right? We already know that is we have rated the services best. So our ratings will come here. So the service evaluators will see how much ratings have been given to this service by seeing this potential users in same category domain and potential users in different category. It's nothing but some users will rate the service from the same domain, some users will rate the service from different domain. For example, .com or .edu or .de, like that, from different domain. So that will be counted here. Now the service evaluators is evaluating and the ratings will be given to this. This is minimum rating 10 score. Why this is minimum rating? Because the potential users in same category is 0. Only when the 2 users is similar, this is users similar, finding users similar, and the 2 users have the same ratings, means it will give a good score. And this is the final evaluation, that is a diversity evaluation. So let us see the echo service, the same echo service. Diversity evaluation is nothing but this echo service is used by how many cross domains. We are validating the cross domains users. That is, I already told you, .eu, .edu, .com are different domains. So when these type different domains peoples use these services means it will have a good rank. So we are seeing this cross-domain usage. Here there is two type of cross-domain users have used. So we are seeing that and evaluating these ratings. So the ratings will be scored here. And finally, the best web services is being monitored in a graph, performance assistant graph, and using this the service evaluators will give the best service to the customers.